everyone, it's Jean-Pierre here with another video, and this one is not something that I planned, but it just happened to me, and I figured, let me help others not make the same mistake that I did. As you probably know if you've been watching my channel, I constantly call myself a SpongeBobbiana, you know, rectangular shape, because here are my ribs, here are my hips, they're right aligned. Yes, there's a little extra right here, but I just attributed that to having gained weight and, you know, saddlebags and all of that. But today I just decided, let me go ahead and take some measurements. So I actually did my measurements, and your measurements, bust, waist, high hip, hip, is what determines your actual body shape. So I went ahead and did that. Got myself a handy dandy measuring tape, and I was shocked. And I have to do this video because I'm that shocked. I have always been a rectangular shape. I just thought of myself as straight up and down, especially when I was super duper thin, like right here. Hello? If this isn't straight up and down, I don't know what straight up and down is, right? So in my head, there's no way I'm an hourglass. I'm not really pear. I am just like, right? So I did my measurements, and then I plugged them into this calculator that I found online, but you can also just figure it out by figure out if your waist is a lot more narrow than your hips and things like that. So I used this calculator, and it came out and it told me what my body shape is. And it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. So if you are interested in doing the same, this is what you're going to need. A soft measuring tape. You can pick these up at the dollar store, okay? You could probably find them at a thrift store. I mean, you can find these anywhere. Amazon's got them, but do you really want to pay like $8 for one? Probably not. There's also Renpho, which is one of my favorite tech companies. They have one that will, it's a digital one, so it'll keep in an app. So if you're looking to lose inches, you can use that one. I'll put the link down below. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm kind of interested in getting it. But for now, it's just a handy dandy one like this. So the first measurement is going to be your bust, and you want to do it at the fullest part of your bust. I'm wearing as form-fitting of clothes as possible, without being nude, because I'm trying to grow my YouTube, but not in that way. This ain't OnlyFans. But you are going to measure yourself at the fullest part of your bust. Let me come in closer. Fullest part of your bust. And you don't want it to be too snug, but also not too loose. So fullest part of your bust. And can you breathe in and out? Yep, so this is actually kind of a good snugness. Obviously there's some padding in here, so it might deviate maybe like half an inch, if that, but this is just for these purposes. So the number that we are getting is 40. Yeah, so I'm about 40 around in the fullest part of my bust. So write that down. We got 40 in the bust. And then the waist. I'm gonna pull this down so y'all can see. This is my real body. There's a lot going on here, okay? And that's okay. Obviously, the leggings snatched everything up just the way that shapewear does, but in the end of the day, like, this is my body right here. So we want to measure the narrowest part of our waist, and typically your waist is actually like when you bend right here. This is your waist, okay? A lot of people think it's at your navel, but this is technically your waist when you do measurements. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same. Remember, shouldn't be like too snug, but enough to get a good measurement. Okay, that's good. All right, that number, oh, my boobs are in the way, I can't see. We got 36 and a half. 36 and a half for the weight. Ooh, the waist. What was the bust again? See, this is why you write it down. I thought I was gonna be cute and not write it down. It was 40, and 37. 40, 37. 40, 37. Keep me honest, y'all. All right, let's pull this up and get all that goodness back in its home. And we are going to do the high hip. So the high hip is going to be where none of your buttocks get involved yet. So it's going to be right above the buttocks area, and that's your high hip. Obviously, I got this. I got a lot right here. So that's going to play a role. Hopefully my microphone picked up some of that. Anyway, we're going to do our high hip. I'm going to lower this a little bit so that way you can see that a little bit better as I go backwards. Okay. Above your buttocks, but still your hip area. This one's always like a little trickier to do. So I have it right here. Keep your legs together because you're not trying to add any extra. Okay? And that number is 45. So we have 40, 37, yeah, 40, 37, 45. 40, 37, 45. 40, 37, 45. Now we're going to do the hip, and that's going to include the buttock. You want to do the fullest part. And that number right here is showing at 48. 48. So we've got 40, 37, 45, 48. And we are going to get our phone, because that's where the app is. Actually, it's not an app. It is something from the internet. So we're going to get our phone, and we are going to plug in those numbers, and it is going to tell us exactly what our body shape is. Let me show you. All right, so we are in the Omni calculator, which is the body shape calculator. We're going to put in 40 was the bust, right? Hopefully that's right. I'm going to look this back and it's going to be like, no, girl, that was not the number. But it'll give us an idea. 40 was the bust. Waist, we were at 37. High hip was 45. And hip was 48. Boom. This says I am an hourglass. An hourglass. What? Say what? Say what? I went over here like, no, I'm not an hourglass. I am rectangular. I still look at myself and I think rectangular. I do. I really, truly do. I feel like I have the body of a sprinter because that's what I did. And hopefully that wasn't wishful thinking. But as an hourglass, I'm really not going to change the way that I'm dressing because I've always dressed to see what I think looks great on me. But okay, I'm an hourglass, but I also got these. My thighs are 30 inches around. One thigh. One thigh at its widest is 30 inches around. That's some of y'all's waist, okay? My thigh is your waist, your bust, just to give you some reference. But so I tend to always love a good wide leg. You know, I love my A-line. I like to go out. And that was always because of my thighs. I thought that looked better. It didn't accentuate. Skinny jeans was never something that I loved. I just felt like they just made me, let's not even talk about it. And you know what? I'm going to do a little bit more research now, but I'm shocked. I am shocked. And I don't know what to do with this information on this good Sunday of the Lord. It's always good to learn something new and then share it because others might find it helpful too. So if you found it helpful, share it and let others know too. But I'm going to just sit here and just be like, huh? Wait, what? You know how many videos I put non-hourglass shape, rectangular shape? Okay, I was so in shock about this and I just kept going on and on and on about how this wasn't right. So I looked up some more body shape calculators, did more measurements, and I'm going to show you all of the different body shapes that came up. Because I was so shocked, I was like, nah, this ain't right. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did not, then give me a thumbs down. Hopefully you wouldn't be that rude. But hey, we are trying to learn here. We are trying to grow here. So all feedback is essential. Drop some in the comments below. Share. Let others know. And thank you so much for watching. Until the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.